like. How's your balls? Well, the weather is really weird, but I'll take it. We've been having like nice, kind of semi-warm weather with a cool breeze. If you notice, we're in a different location, and that's a secret location because I don't want you to be able to touch my balls. Not again. Next time, the money up front or in the back. You fucking sodomite. Anyways, thank you, Carlito. Making the cigar. It's a Fuente rare pink, but it's the black pink. It is, I guess, the second edition into the. You had the rare pink, and now we have the rare pink, black pink. There's a lot of colors going on. Rare pink, black pink. It's a rare pink, black pink. It's a rare black pink. I don't know. The band on the bit is a little different. They're orange on the back on this time. These are harder to break. I kind of like the original ones better. So that's interesting. That's interesting. You know? That's interesting. So that is new. That's for me. That's new. First time with Fuente, seeing that. And if you're here, happy Father's Day weekend. We are two in the pink, one in the stink. All three in the stink. Five in the stink. Um, I could have got this in this signature, which is like a five and change, probably by 48, maybe 46. I kind of like this size. You're going to get more pop out of this, more excitingness. However, though, could make the profile be perceived a little harder or a little darker or burn a little hotter. That combination. You don't know how, I love the signature size, how that affects the type of tobaccos, how it's going to be combusting. That's a whole nother issue, and it really is. Um, Picture like an engine. You can say an engine's a good engine, but that same engine in one car, and you put it in a bigger car or a lighter car or whatever, or and how it plays with that car, different transmission, you, you know, is more than one factor. So I could have got in this, or the like four by, in a sense, 60, which is the not short story and not bestseller, the next work of art. So they had in this size or the work of art size. Yeah, it did. Now here's the question. Here's the question, Jeremy. Did I fuck up? I chose both. They both were $32. This is New York pricing. But honestly, for New York, what do you think, Jeremy? For Long Island, was $32 crazy for a black pink? I didn't think that was too crazy for black pink. I was expecting worse. So, got a closed foot here. It's kind of hard to get a little smell. Dark looking cigar. I didn't get a blend on this. I don't think I fucked up. I think, I honestly, though, I would have liked to see. Yeah, I don't know. Presentation is fantastic. Here we go. Look at that. I mean, you're not going to get a better look. Look, Fuente makes the best bands. Fuente makes the best bands. Fuente makes the.
Hey, holy.
What's that? What's that voice?
Look what that is.
Who's this?
What's going on?
Sacco, you okay?
Who's the new guy?
How's your balls? Oh, you smoking fake Cuban shrimp.
Yeah, I have to finish him up somehow.
Well, Jeremy doesn't like any new Fuentes. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on?
Because he likes soccer now.
Yeah, he's sucking off soccer.
1, 2, 3, turn him around, turn him around. Soft, gentle hit. One, two,
Uh,
three, 1, 2, 3.
It is what it is, you know. Hey, Sacco, haters are gonna hate Sacco. You know what I'm saying though?
Right.
It's got a full pack and it's quite dense and heavy for its size. So we're gonna see. Can I get a blend check? Can I get a blend check? Blendy check. Blend. Look, Sacco, look at the color scheme. Fantastic. Bro, we just did the new Fuentes tour. What was it? Templo de Oro. I love that cigar.
I
Beautiful cigar.
haven't I haven't had the black one yet.
Okay, let's see. Well, once you go black,
No, look, this one. Remember, I sent you one of these before. That the same Romeo
yeah,
that you couldn't smoke.
yeah.
So throughout the years, actually, they became
Oh,
smokable.
it probably just needed time, bro,
Mm.
bro. Picture Opus X, but darker and stronger. Oh my God, my chocha.
Oof,
Oh,
oof.
oh, 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 oh.
Richie, what the fuck, bro? That's like never seen that one before. Are you gonna smoke it like with your nose?
Sacco, you know, Sacco, now that I'm balling, everyone wants to be on the motherfucking court.
Damn, bro. That's fun. That's funny, man.
Right up your chocha, motherfucker.
Hey, look, what's up, bro? So, how you like the smell of the cigar? What
Bro, Habano
aroma?
C. So it's Habano, Connecticut. That's a strike. I'm normally not crazy about. That's like a T52, Liga number nine.
Habanero cigar.
Okay, bro, it smells dark and strong, man.
So
Presentation,
Dominican, basically, well, the wrapper Habano. Man, that Habano, I think it's like everybody's using those. They're so easy to work with.
so Habano, Connecticut.
Jeremy, what's up, brother? Can I have a blend check on this one?
Yeah, Nicaraguan.
It's 2018. Looking at to stay on wrinkle so it be smokable.
Yeah, that's AJ, baby.
Look, I'll take this or AJ. Yeah, AJ.
And AJ's, I'll tell you. Now, here's the thing: the signature is one of the smallest sizes in diameter, but it's longer than the work of art, longer than the short story, and longer than the bestseller. So it's the fourth size in length. You have best work of art, short story is the shortest. Then the bestseller is a little longer. Work of art's a little longer, and then you go to signature. After that, you're going to go to what masterpiece and something else. I forget.
So that's the regular sizes for pink. The sophisticated hooker, they have the same size.
Sophisticated hooker is a bigger size.
I know, but do they have the same size in black?
I don't know how many, but they had. I'm pretty sure the following overall. Overall, the regular Hemingways. So I've seen it in this size signature, so same as Hemingway. Hemingway Cameroon,
Right.
and then they had the work of art, which is like a 4 and change by 60, but it's tapered. So the work of art's an interesting size. It's interesting.
Isn't the work of art is the same size that the barber pole? What was the name of that one?
Well, in between the lines was like a bestseller. It's
Yeah,
small.
yeah. So isn't the size the same?
I don't think it's small. Somebody look up the in between the lines is small.
I have only a few of the pink left, rare pink. Bet. Moon grown. Yeah.
Everybody knows moon grown. I gotta admit, I draw's a little snug on this. I'm getting a little worried.
Oof, it's gonna be long smoke, eh?
Bro, do
Mine
you
is
see any
open
smoke?
up.
Do you see any smoke?
I'll open up after the nipple. It'll open up. Yeah, definitely, dude. That's a Fuente. Only Fuente is a Fuente.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess this is just thicker tobacco than like the Cameroon signature. You know what I'm saying? This is a long, skinny version of it. I'm just saying, of like compared to like a work of art.
Well, I'm gonna need fucking glasses to read these comments.
Okay,
My
we're good.
vision.
We're good. It's opened up.
Yeah,
It was scary in the beginning there because I only lit the nipple, and I think with such thick tobacco, it didn't want to spread that fast, so you have to go past the nipple. Which listen,
yeah,
when you light up that Cameroon, it lights up right away. It's stained tobacco.
yep.
Yeah, the listen,
Drink
rare
water.
pink. Think about rare pink, regular rare pink, just compared to any other cigar ever made. Rare pink is a really unique vibe, not just flavor, but I just love the energy rare pink brings. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing, like the ratios. Does that make any sense? I love the bands. I love the cigar. I like the way the flavor hits. Listen, rare pink was a home run.
Well, yeah. I mean, it still is. Yeah.
No,
It
but
was a home run.
even the like when Opus came out, it was his own entity. And even though Anejo came out, it's only Anejo was only Anejo. Like you know what I'm saying though. Oh, I feel Rare Pink has more potential than Anejo. Like Rare Pink, they're gonna make a lot of different blends. Where Anejo is Anejo. There's one blend for Anejo. Does that make any sense?
Right.
And I'm not disrespecting Anejo. What I'm saying is, but Anejo is always stuck being Anejo. They're gonna make fucking 100 versions of Rare Pink, just like Opus X.
Well, I mean, they have. It's not that whatever they have now is not selling, but they're just constantly, evolving with the tobacco and trying new stuff.
Yeah, but
Otherwise,
with Anejo, it's a Connecticut broadleaf. What they're doing.
yeah. Well, then
I don't think.
sometimes you have harvest. Some harvest is better than like others. So from a good harvest, you get the good leaves and higher quality leaves. So you want to make something special out of them. Sometimes that's
I
how
just
the
think that you could have two blends that are equally as good, but one is more pliable. I think with the Anejo, not to say they're fucked, but leave it alone. Like Anejo's Anejo, and don't try to make 10 versions of Anejo. Does that make any sense? Like so, they make Anejo in a couple of sizes, but what I'm saying is, Anejo, if you like it, great. If not, get the fuck out. You have the rare pink in so many sizes, and now we have the black pink. Next year we'll
So
have the
is
wood.
the black pink has a Nicaraguan tobacco in it at all?
It doesn't say.
Okay, because the other one, oh yeah, there, but yeah, half what Jeremy said there. But the rare pink had a Nicaragua filler right in there.
Mhm. It's just darker. Okay, let's talk about just differences. Forget about better or worse. It's darker than the rare pink, and I'll tell you what. Unless my cigar is possibly wet, it can bust slower. Now, remember, I just bought it today, so maybe it's a little wet. You know what I'm saying, though? But the
Yeah.
box just came out, though, so I don't think it's really wet. I think it's truly this is just thicker tobacco. I think, you know what I'm saying, though. I think the wrapper on this, whatever they're doing, but also remember, this is the signature. I wonder if I would have got the work of art. You um, it's almost 80% darkness. It's dark for Fuente. That's dark for Fuente.
Yeah, I like sweetness. I like sweetness and saltiness. Like from Cubans, you get those a lot. The salty portion of the cigar.
Listen, it's a great cigar, but it's not as easy to love as that new. I like it, but what I like about this is it fits. It's doing something that normally Fuente doesn't do. Does that make any sense? But if you so the profile, the way it's hitting, this is another little notch in for Fuente. Just like when Rare Pink came out, that was different for Fuente. Um, is it easy to love? I don't think it's an easy to love cigar. Is it a godlike cigar? No. I don't just hand out godlike, bro. Am I totally enjoying smoking it? Yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing.
Well, maybe you need to get back when you get back. Maybe you get another, or you get another one and try it
Bro, but I
from.
like the
Because
texture.
New York, well, New York shops can be humid, like just like in California shops, they're like
Well,
a
because the cigars
rainforest
are
in
gonna
there.
the cigars are gonna sit longer because of the price.
Yeah, but it's gonna sit in New York humidor, and maybe you get one and then
Well, no,
dry
it's broken fine
dry
now. I just
box
think,
it, and then
yeah, I would have liked to dry box it, but I mean, listen, it's a unique blend, period, and it's unique for Fuente, but it's not easy to love. So it's not an Opus X, and it's definitely darker, and in some ways a little stronger than the regular Rare Pink, but it it's darker. But I don't find it as mass. I don't find it like way spicier than the Rare Pink. I don't think it's a monster, but I think that most guys going for Fuente aren't looking for 80% darkness. Like that's dark. That's a dark cigar. And most guys going to Fuente aren't looking for like AJ level darkness. However, though, what I do appreciate about Sacco, they don't normally do this level of darkness. So, I mean, as a reviewer, I'm like, okay, either do more what you're doing or give me something new. Just, just don't do the,
yeah,
whatever.
well,
Just,
that's something for both generations. Some people like light, some people like dark, so more options for the dark people who love dark cigars.
well, yeah, if you just look at it in the Rare Pink line, well, it's different than the regular Rare Pink, but it's still kind of up that alley, and the size and the bands are great. Head to head, head to head, the Rare Pink's the better cigar. However, though, if you simply want a darker Rare Pink, well, I think this, Sacco, at a certain point, you're never going to really make an 80, 85% darkness cigar a godlike cigar. Once you push a cigar over the edge of becoming more than three quarters, when you go to 80, 85% dark, when you go to like dark cigars, the darkness almost takes over the flavor. It's almost like the darkness becomes the flavor. Does that make any sense? It's almost like it's like
It
let's say
just
you're in the
becomes too much.
okay,
Like,
let's say you're in the forest and like the sun is setting. It's nice, right? It's cool, right? How's
right,
that forest when the fucking sun goes down and there's no moon?
right. Yeah, it's
Do
not
you like?
pleasant
Is it? You see what I'm
unless
saying though? So
you have like built-in like night vision. Then
you get
no.
what I'm trying to say though.
But
So it's kind of hard to say.
you think Fuente grows their own Ecuadorian shade, or they buy it?
That I don't know. I know they used to buy some from that. What's that brand? Um, uh, oh, oh my God! What's that brand? It's the brand, but it's the same name. What the hell is that brand?
Well,
Oliva.
that's Oliva, Nicaragua. Yeah,
No, but there's Oliva cigars, but there's another different company called Oliva
Oliva
Tobacco. That's
family.
different, I think.
Yeah, it says
Mm-hmm.
Oliva family. So
Look, this is one of those things. I would call this like a side quest. Like Rare Pink is their main. Okay, just like this Suckle. Remember what of Opus X? That's their best Opus X. Meaning overall, the availability, the price, pound for pound, just get the Opus X. However, though, after Opus X, each one's like a side quest. Like I'm talking about like an offshoot. Like I love the Skuro. I love the fucking Angel Share. The Black Rain I love too. But each one is kind of like these are just one night stands. Does that make sense? Now Angel Share more like a nice weekend. But if it was a gun to my head and they said, look, they're all going to be the same price overall. Well, they're not, but let's say they're all the same price. I'll just fuck with like a Corona Opus X and just like You know what I'm saying? No, like because I know you could have one that's even better, but it doesn't mean it's going to be resmokable. Meaning, I could smoke regular Opus X 2, 3 times a week and never get bored. You know what I'm saying? Though I don't want to
Right.
smoke it every day, but maybe two, three
But
times a
look,
week. You know?
they just have to make something new all the time, like the Angel Share. They added they made the, I don't know the name, but you know they made a new one. So what was the
Well,
name?
listen, Sacco, they're
I
in
haven't
business. They're
tried that
business,
one
so I
either.
don't blame. It's not like they're making like millions of these cigars, so I don't mind it, man. I think Fuente's still very reserved. It's Fuente's not like Rocky Patel. I mean, they don't make that many blends. So if every year they're putting
Yeah.
out, or every other year, one or two new blends, hey, okay, you know.
Did Padron
Uh,
came out with anything new yet?
I looked at Padrones yesterday in Pennsylvania, and bro, it was so bad. All
Or
the new
not even
Padrones that
worse,
came in,
huh?
I should even, bro. I showed the guy two patches, cracks in the wrap, like, like the construction near the cap was such like below the cap, like bro, like I need to go back and take videos of it. And the guy that worked there couldn't believe it. Like it looked like a blind person was rolling these
I
cigars. They were
don't know
20,
what I don't know what's going on with them. Those
bro.
cigars look so
Padron,
rough
there's a
and like
Padron 26 for $26 PA. Full size, like a big fat Toro. And the construction was so shit. Patches all over the wrapper. How are they getting away with? What other
I don't
25?
know. I don't know how they're getting. I don't know what happened to, like to the quality control and stuff.
Well, how come no one's saying nothing? How come no one's saying nothing?
I'm pretty sure people notice it, but maybe
Yeah,
no
I'm
one
telling you
doing
right now,
nothing about it.
Padron is riding on the past. You give it 5 more years, if they continue this, they're not innovating, and their construction and quality has gone to shit. I'm proving it. I could go take video and put them on blast. Another video, bro. When I say, bro, like there was loose tobacco here, here, and here, where like they overlapped, and it just like there was like, what is this? It
Yeah,
looked like
you
a
can see the patches on it. And all, I mean, look, the cigars used to be that way. People didn't care about the look. They just cigars used to be
yeah.
just like cigars.
Cigars were $1, Sacco.
But
This shit.
nowadays, yeah, exactly. Nowadays, I mean, you spending all that money, you at least, all the well, some cigars look nice, but smokability is bad.
Sacco, no,
So,
but Sacco,
which one would you
Sacco,
prefer?
no, but Sacco, this is top notch Padron that used to be the king of the world when it came to Nicaraguan cigars. King of the world. And I know they're losing a lot of rollers. You know what I'm saying, though?
Now
Because
that's another story. Probably that's the problem.
they're aging out. The young kids don't want to work like slave. Dude, it's a slave job. Being a roller in a factory, bro, is a slave job. They work those guys to death. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah,
300 cigars a day is fucking slavery.
three
Even if
hundred.
you get,
Yeah, more
even
than
if
that,
you,
bro.
no, bro, even if you're getting paid. Now, if you're paying these people $500 a day in that country, oh man, shit, I'd go there and do
No,
it because you're living like a king. But they're not.
not
They're
even
not.
50, dude. Not even 50. It's just very small amount, like ridiculous amount. Those people probably make like good 200-300 a month, or maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm at a heavy medium full, 80% darkness. My burn's going fine considering it's a nipple tip and very thick tobacco. Do I really like the cigar? I'm really enjoying it. It is unique for Fuente. Is it as good as the Fuente Templo de Oro? No. Is it as good as regular Rare Plink? No. So why smoke it? Well, I think you should smoke it once. I think you should smoke it once
So
and be
Templo
part of.
de Oro, the angel share, huh?
No, it's under forbidden Opus X.
Well, that's the forbidden. Okay. What was that the angel share they came up with a new one? I forgot. I don't know.
I gotta admit, man, for a darker cigar, at least it has some complexities, but it yeah, it's got dark earth, it's got dark black coffee, um, dark charred wood, black pepper. I mean, we got a lot of darkness, but there's a sweet, sugary kind of vibe to it, which is nice. The finish is pretty nice. Let me drop that ash.
It's not gonna nice now. It doesn't look like it's gonna want to go.
I gotta be respectful here. My brother's house. Oh shit. Anyways,
Oh wait, so you're in the okay, yeah,
hmm? Google AI says, yeah, $400 a month. That's terrible.
yeah. Well,
No, but here's the difference, though. No, here's the difference, though. I talked to somebody that went to DR recently, bro. Now, $400 American, dude. The ratio to pesos, bro. Dude. I'm not saying they're rich, but you could have a pretty good life down there. You know, you could have your own place. Um, he was telling me like if you went down there, no joke, no joke. If you went down there to DR and you had like $1,000 a month, you live in a really good life. Like he's saying, if you got $1,500 a month, you're balling, bro. He's like,
well,
if you went
I
down there and you
mean,
have 2,000,
well, I mean, it's cheaper to live, rent and this and that. But I mean, it depends where you want to live. That's always an issue. But yeah,
what I'm saying is, with the food and everything, bro. Bro, he said if you got $2,000 a month American, you could have a bodyguard every day. That's pretty cheap, bro.
yeah.
And
There
that
you
that
go.
that includes your rent, your food, and a girlfriend. Like
Uh-huh.
if you got $2,000 a month in DR, you got a girlfriend. Like they just show up and they're like, I'm with you now. Like, and you can afford to feed them, whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, it's not just DR. There's a lot of places in the world like you can live like a king. But um, uh, yeah. So they're probably like people just don't want to do it anymore. And you can't take breaks and shit. You're just a robot. You just sit there and just da 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 da. Like
Yeah, bro. Every second is like,
yeah. And then more and more people want to use their phones. And then in that job, you can use your phone.
maybe you can listen to music. That's about it, bro. No, it's a boring job, bro.
Yeah, yeah. For us, it looks fun and stuff, but as a job, I've been in the factory.
Bro,
I
you're
know.
going there, bro. You're going there as a white guy visiting. You spend your money. You don't see the reality when you're working there and you're poor, and they're like, "Make cigars, bitch." Like, bro, like meet your quota, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it's. I
Yeah,
don't think they. I don't think it's a good life. I mean, there's worse lives, but you get what I'm saying, though.
yeah. I know. It's just yeah. I
Well, you put it
mean,
this way, Socko. Put it this way, Socko. In life, how do you know until you know? So everyone before they didn't know what better life they could have. These young kids are looking on their cell phone, and you see the way people are living, right? You're gonna want to sit there and roll cigars all day, and you're on your cell phone. People got Bugattis and whatever that, and they're Miami. You know what I'm saying? They're watching the people smoking the cigars. You know what I'm saying though? Like you want to be
right.
stuck in a cigar factory in Nicaragua. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I mean, Nicaragua, like itself, it's again, yeah. Basically, everybody wants to get out of there, and then the young generation, boy, yeah, exactly as you said. Back in the day, I mean, it used to be like from generation to generation rolling cigars. Like if the dad did, then the son did, whatever. But these days,
It's probably. I think there was too much overhype with this, and it's probably one of my least favorites as far as a new blend. Meaning, I'm still enjoying it, and I can recommend it. But if I had to compare it to like when the Shark came out, the Don Carlos or the or the Neo Shark.
Yeah,
Those would be.
Eye of the Bull. How about that one?
I would take Eye of the Bull over this. The Eye of the Bull, even though it's a short cigar, um, I think it's just an overall better blend. What's great about this is if you simply said, "I want a darker, stronger Fuente," then yes, get this. But you lose a lot of beauty. But I'll say this though, it does have some beauty, well, more than normal for a cigar that's dark and strong. So I give it to Fuente for making a dark, strong cigar that at least has some. I gotta give it to Fuente. It has a profile. Normally, when you go to 85% heavy, medium to full, you're tasting just earth. There's more than earth here, but I just think the blend is not my normal cup of tea. However, though, I need to try it. I think in the work of art. You know what I'm saying? Though I think if we go with that fatter gauge and open it up a little more, with a little less strength, you know what I'm saying? Though I think I would like to try that.
So that was the $32 in New York.
Yeah, it does. The amount of black pepper spice is nice. The finish is long and heavy. It's dark, dark charred wood, a lot of black pepper. There's raw sugar, and there is like a dark fruit note in it, which is nice. Um, so I can recommend it. But the rare pink, head to head, the rare pink's the better blend. But basically, what they did was they're like, well, let's make a darker rare pink, and a darker. Not necessarily the same exact cigar, but just a darker cigar in that lineup because it does say rare pink on the label. You know,
Yeah.
it says rare pink right there. I would go with the rare pink. However, though, what is the benefit of the cigar? If you want a dark, strong Fuente, great. Fuente didn't really have a super dark, strong cigar. Um, so yeah, but at least it has some beauty. But it's not as beauty as the Anejo, you know, or the Opus X Oscuro. You know, those are both better. But I'm glad it exists, though. You know what I'm saying, though. So I don't want to
Right.
pay $32 for it. It probably might have been like 25 in New York. I mean, in Pennsylvania. Uh,
Like I probably like the rare pink better than the Oscuro.
Head to head, I'll put it this way: I like the way the flavor hits. It's more complex, I think, on the rare pink. The Oscuro loses some beauty compared to regular Opus X is more balanced and beautiful than the Oscuro. But I do
Yeah,
like the
Oscuro
Oscuro.
probably is the darkness. If you like darker cigar, then
Yeah, but this is way darker than the Opus X Oscuro. But how's your cigar going?
it's going good, boys. It's finally smokable, but I'm almost out of them. I had to wait like 7 years. But yeah, I'm keeping like in the less humidity. I guess the time, and then it dried out.
Yeah, so
I kind of
I'll agree with Jeremy on this. I don't think the cigar is a piece of shit at all. I can recommend it. In fact, it's still going to be a 4.7 amazing. I like the fact that for a dark cigar, it has pretty good complexity for a dark cigar. I mean, normally when you go this dark, 85%, you get earth, maybe dark chocolate or earth and like black pepper. It's got a lot of earth, it's got a lot of black pepper, but no chocolate, which is cool. But it's got like raw sugar and like a dark fruit note. I like that. So I would take this over a Camacho triple Maduro. Okay, so I like what they're doing with this. It's expensive as fuck. Whatever
But
one.
when you're
So
saying chocolate, you mean like Kit Kat chocolate or cocoa?
no. There's no chocolate on. There's no chocolate on this.
What do you mean by
No,
chocolate? Cocoa or
no. There's none.
cause?
But normally, well, how could you ask me what kind? I'm telling you, there's no chocolate on this.
Well, no
There's
cocoa
none.
then.
There's no fucking
Cause
cocoa. There's
cause
no cocoa.
chocolate is cocoa. Chocolate is not sugary
Right.
stuff,
You
right?
have, you have milk chocolate. You have like a semi-sweet bitter chocolate,
Uh
very
huh.
sweet chocolate, and you have like dark chocolate, and then you have like almost like non-sweet, like bitter, almost
And
like
then you
baking
have
chocolate.
real chocolate, which is like no
Well,
sugar
then
on
there's
it.
also different. There's quite. You have like some cigars are so beautifully chocolate, like a high-end piece of chocolate, like decadent. Like you know what I'm saying though. But
Yeah. I'm getting
I could
chocolate
just,
out of this one.
I could. Oh, that's good.
And peanut
Dude,
butter too.
that thing was to change with time.
Yeah. But yeah, in my
You could,
experience, the non-Cubans don't age as well.
but I'm just saying, I smoked that cigar. You sent me one about 4 years ago, so that thing's
Yeah.
changed in 4 years.
Dude, this has been changed. I mean, it was a box of 25 and I've been smoking throughout the years. And first they were like, no way you can smoke this cigar. And then little by little, they got better, 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 but still like bad. And now that I have like only three, four left, now they're smoking excellent. So yeah, it was a lot of them wasted basically. So they needed the time and I guess to dry out. Maybe that's what I need to do with my cigars.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say
Just
this
put it
about this
like
cigar. I
62.
think.
Maybe I'm gonna try to put him like in 62 Boveda and then see if that
Oh, you're
will
talking
change
about with the
anything.
Casa
The
de
one,
Sac.
yeah, yeah, those.
I think Fuente on this blend went to a category of cigars they don't normally do, and something they probably shouldn't have made this cigar. There was no reason for them to make this cigar. However, though, I'm glad they did, but honestly, it's something that unless I try a different size, it's not going to be my go-to because for this price point, let's just say it's around $30, $28. I'll go with other high-end Fuentes, personal reserve. I could smoke a Nejo's in Pennsylvania for $16. I'll smoke that. Okay, that's a
Well,
more
personal
easier level.
reserves never disappoint. I mean, with construction and with everything, those are really good.
But totally different blend. That's a happy cinnamon cigar. A lot
Yeah.
of flavor, but this is dark. So here's the thing. I'm glad it exists. If when I say I recommend this cigar, you better want a dark, almost full strength cigar. If you don't want a dark, almost full strength, don't buy it. Now, if you want a dark, almost full strength, but you want decent complexity for a dark cigar, most of the time when you go this dark, you're not getting a sweet fruit note and raw sugar. You're going to get those dark notes, or maybe only one dark note, earth. So I got to give it to Fuente for actually, you know, um, Fuente actually giving us, a complex dark cigar. I am enjoying it. The bands are on point, but this is a limited cigar, and I would highly say the rare pink is the winner. Heads up.
Well, you still think like Carlito himself personally like makes these blends, or he just approves of them? I'm pretty
I,
sure
I
he has
think
blenders.
I think he's involved. And here's the thing, Sacco. I don't. I'm just only speculating. I don't think they went into this blend trying to go. We're trying to make the best Fuente ever. When you say we want to make a darker, stronger Fuente, something's got to give. It's kind of like saying, "Oh, I want to be the strongest bodybuilder." Well, you're not going to be a good track star, right? I want to be the biggest bodybuilder. You're not going to be a good swimmer. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
So they
right.
they went they went to when you go stronger and darker. Okay, but it's not going to be more beautiful. It's not. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not.
Not necessarily. Yeah, of course.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's not. No, I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. You go 85% darkness, it's really not going to be a beautiful cigar. It's almost impossible.
But
I don't believe
did the store had like regular rare pink for sale or no?
this time. I don't think so. But why would I buy it? You know how
No,
much
I
I get
was
rare.
just it's interesting
No,
how
let me
available
finish.
they are.
You know how much I get rare pink in Pennsylvania for? The short
Yeah,
story, $11. So I'll
yeah,
buy them in Pennsylvania. In fact, when
yeah.
I go back,
Oh yeah,
next Monday, bro, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of. It's just the short stories, man. Short story Hemingway for $11. How do you fucking beat that?
yeah.
You know?
I mean, you. Well, there were plenty of times you wasted that money, the cigar that you didn't even like.
No. So $32, bro, at that price point, it's not priced for regular people to smoke every day, or regular, or even a box. That's too much. But one time, go out and try it on a Friday night, celebrate. But I'm telling you, it's dark and it's strong. But I'll tell you this: look at 40 minutes in, bro. It's only the signature. It's stick tobacco. It is burning slow as fuck. So you are going to get time out of it, which is nice. Um, Long, heavy flavor, heavy on the finish. A lot of earth, dark coffee, black pepper, dark fruit, dark sweet fruit, and a raw sugar. Dark charred. Finish is long. And I gotta admit though, for a dark cigar, it has nice complexity for a dark cigar compared to like the Anejo Opus X or Don Carlos Personal Reserve. No, those are like true Fuentes. Fuente here, this is what I could call like experimental. Fuente's like, hey, let's let's just try to make a kinky cigar here. Let's go full AJ. And I'm glad they did. But it's not, you know what I'm saying? No, this is not something that I don't think this represents the Fuente brand. Does that make any
So,
sense? Like,
do they have
you know,
anything else in Habano? But if it says Habano, Habano can be like grown elsewhere. Habano is a
no,
seed, you know.
no,
It's,
no, 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 no. This is a Habano, Connecticut, and normally Habano, Connecticut's are like a dark. This is like a dark
but
something.
Ecuadorian or grown in Dominican?
No, it's Connecticut. It's
In
a Habano
Connecticut.
seed. It's Connecticut.
Okay, okay.
Once you could only have two things. If you say Habano, Connecticut, it's a Habano seed grown in Connecticut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Though you got
Yeah.
the father, and the mother. So
Yeah.
if you say,
Well, so they say like Connecticut shade grown in Nicaragua.
no, but the problem with that is, yeah, most Connecticut shades are grown in Ecuador. So they forget that part out. So
Yeah,
but uh,
exactly.
that's just marketing. I don't know really anybody using true Connecticut shade except, especially on cheaper cigars, except Foundation. Foundation uses true Connecticut shade on their Charter Oaks, which are great cigars and they're affordable. If you're looking for
I
like
thought Davidoff, the Davidoff, don't they use Connecticut shade?
not all the time, I'm not sure which one.
The
I don't.
oh my god, Grand Cru, I think.
I almost don't know because true Connecticut shade has almost a yellow look, like Manila. It's almost got like
Yeah,
a
that's how
yellow.
it looks. That's how it looks
It,
pretty much.
it,
But they, I
it
mean,
looks
they
like.
mostly, if not like all together, they use Ecuadorian Habano.
I gotta admit though, bro, the more I smoke this, bro,
More liking it.
yeah, the sweetness is getting stronger and it's giving a little more balance, but it's still dark. So I might. We'll see if I have to change the number because I said it early on. I'm still smoking it.
Well,
I'm glad
at
that.
least you're getting transitions, you know, throughout the cigar.
Well. I'm just getting a transition, yes, but a profile transition, like same notes, but the sweetness of the raw sugar and the dark fruit is getting more. Which I'm listen, that's nicer on the finish, man. So it's like it's a dark cigar, but it's dark for Fuente. It's dark and strong for Fuente. So yeah, I try to like, describe it more than just good or bad. So, but here's the thing. But if you like classic Fuentes, Rare Pink was like just different enough to be like, yeah, it's Fuente, but it's different for Fuente, but it wasn't crazy different, but it was different. Now this compared to regular Fuente is a crazy different cigar. So, you know, it's coming in much darker and stronger than like an Anejo. But the Anejo has more. What Fuente is known for is making beautiful, harmonious blends. Forget about strength. Like the Liga Number Nine is stronger than the Anejo, but the Anejo is more beautiful. Everyone knows Fuente makes beautiful blends. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
This this I can't say is beautiful as those other cigars that Fuente makes, but it's beautiful compared to other dark cigar. You'd have to go, like I said, you'd have to go to like what dark cigars is dark. Camacho Trip Maduro, Master Blends 3, Padron Thousands. What other cigars are coming in this dark? 85% dark. It's dark. Not a lot of people make cigars this dark. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying,
I
though?
mean the wrapper is dark, but the cigar is still beautiful. I mean, like the anejo is it's a dark cigar, but I don't feel like it's dark.
No, but
Like
it's not as Neho's not as dark as this. Neho's normally 70-75% darkness,
right.
and the Neho is not as strong as this. And the Neho is a beautiful blend, and not just a beautiful blend, but it's from a Neho. You're getting succulent milk chocolate, beautiful black pepper, and a nice charred wood. But the profile is, bro. And the Neho, bro, slaps. The Neho is a crowd pleaser, box worthy, easy to love, and honestly affordable for what it is, bro. I get a nails for 60. I get like Churchill nails for $18 in Pennsylvania. You can't fucking beat that.
Well, look. So if you I mean, I have cigars. They sit. Okay, they just sit. Time goes by and they sit. So 4 or 5 years on an anejo, and it changes. See, when you always buy from the store, it's pretty much fresher than
I
like.
haven't had an aged Anejo yet.
Yeah, so with me, like I liked them when I first bought them even more. So by sitting for a while, I think it's losing some of the
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't know.
Fuentes are great for aging because see, Fuente's the thing, Sacco.
It's already
Fuente,
aged. And
right? So it's already Fuente. Fuente, unlike Padron. Now, Padron, you could smoke, but I'm saying, but you could give a Padron a year and you still be pretty good. I wouldn't give a Padron 3 or 4 years. Now, AJ's are ready to smoke, but AJ's using, I don't know what he's doing, it's such fucking thicker tobacco. So you could leave AJ 4 or 5 years and it's still going to be AJ.
well,
You
I
got to
think
use,
if somebody's buying like boxes of cigars, you should have like 5 to 6 boxes at a time. So like you rotate every day one, and then you get done with the box actually, as if it's been sitting for 8 years or 5 years, 7 years, and like I haven't bought any like non-Cuban for years now, man. Last
but,
last time was the Big B humidor, and
Osako, I think a lot of guys would like to do that, but they can't afford to do that.
yeah, but it just sits there and then it changes. But even my other bays, I used to love them, like when they were like fresh off the box.
Yeah,
Then after sitting for a
I'm
while,
not saying I wouldn't smoke one, but I wouldn't want to age my Adabase 3 years.
yeah, yeah, but it's automatically like just
So
sitting
would you
there.
say you're not buying tons of more boxes because
I
you
don't
got to
buy
put
any, bro. I don't buy any more cigars.
you
I'm
got
just
to
trying
smoke,
to like I'm trying to combine it. Now I'm like in my big humidor and then the big B. That's it. I don't have any other cigars anywhere. I've
bro.
been just smoking them.
You got to talk to Gio and sell your cigars.
Yeah, Gio, dude. Yeah, but Gio comes out with good cigars, dude. It's like, I mean, he finds them.
Oh no, dude! Listen, I got to give it to Gio. He knows how to move cigars. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And then even bro, whatever you smoke for free is like still better. Especially if you're trying to smoke like you know cigars that are priced up there.
No, but I mean, I think he should open up his own like cigar lounge, but like almost like a cigar trading post. You know what I'm saying? Though, but I don't know all the legalities on that. So here's the bottom line. I recommend this cigar, but it's not really so easy to love, and that's rare for Fuente. Normally, Fuentes are easy to love, and it's not box worthy. It's too expensive. So those are the negatives.
Yeah,
However, though, it's great because Fuente doesn't have a cigar that's this dark and strong. It's great because normally other brands, when you make a dark, strong cigar like this, you don't get any sweetness, and this has got complex sweetness. So so it's not boring. Most of the time, you go dark and strong, it's boring. It's like you just sit in the dark looking for flavor. Where's the flavor? Darkness. You know what I'm saying? Though
right.
it's like wearing a blindfold over your palate. So I can recommend it, but uh, do you feel like explain? Did I explain it enough, or should I go fuck myself?
Well, as a reviewer, you have to do your best, So no more couch, Caleb. No more couch. Definitely, bro. Yeah, I just like yeah. I'm like kind of there. Cheers. like Pacifico,
It's
huh?
I like to change it up. I
That's a
stopped at
nice one. I
7 Up.
like it. I like.
I
I
think
uh,
I think
I love IPAs, and then like Newcastle. I love that, and then this one, La Victoria. I love that La Victoria.
wrong.
Uh,
We're 50 minutes in. This cigar is moving slow.
Same as this.
Are you going slow? Yeah, but
Or
yours is already a bigger Toro, I think. This is
yeah,
a
it's Churchill. This was like
oh
was
Churchill, dude.
Churchill. Yeah.
This is like a skinny robusto. This is like a 5.5 by like 46.
So by the touch, do you feel it's moist? The cigar is moist. You think, or
No, I mean I would like to dry it out a little bit, but it's smoking fine. No
yeah.
issues with the burn. All I'm saying is no, dude. It's what I say is stick tobacco. This is thick, strong tobacco. So like you will get a lot of time out of this thing. I like the flavor, and I will say this: compared to Fuente, no, I would go. I would overall recommend regular Fuente lines, Opus, Anejo, etc., or Rare Pink over this. However, though, compared to other dark, strong cigars, this is a winner. It's one of the best dark cigars. Like if you're gonna go this dark, 85% darkness, I would say it's one of the best as far as that category. In only in that category. Does that make any sense? If somebody said, "Well, what's one of the best dark cigars?" You're 85. That's not 90, but 80, 85% darkness. Well, in that category, we're getting a lot of great flavor. The problem is, it's when you get that dark, it still doesn't feel like that harmonious. It doesn't have that Fuente magic. Does that make any sense? Something's got to give. But Fuente still made the cigar complex and sweet for this dark. So there's things I like what they did. There's only so much you could do, Sako, when you make an extremely dark cigar. There's only so much you could do.
But how?
You got
What do you think? What do you think about like aging that particular one? Will it like?
no, because it's ready to be smoked. Maybe you want to give it 6 months or a year, but in my opinion, like Fuente ferments their tobacco and they do a lot of time. Most of the cigars high end, a year and a half in the aging room. So just fucking smoke them, man. You know, I would just smoke them. I actually like the cigar. It's not what I expected per se, but I'm glad I smoked it. Would I buy it again? Not necessarily. If I see it for $25 in Pennsylvania, I'll smoke a different size. But still, even if it was the same price as Opus X, I'm going Opus X. So I think
Right.
I kind of gave it a fair review that
But I mean, you should yeah. If you can get them, you should try different sizes to. So you haven't seen those in PA yet? Is
not at all, not at all, not once. This is the first time. Rare.
are those limited production or limited edition?
I think probably all the above. I could be wrong, but the black pinks are. And listen, here's the thing, Sacco. Anytime Fuente makes something brand new, this came out in April, right? So a few months, 2, 3 months ago. You know the people are going to be hoarding this shit. People
Well,
go
yeah,
crazy.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
So the positives, Fuente made one of their darkest, strong cigars. Fuente made an enjoyable dark, strong cigar, but no cigar when you go 85% darkness is going to be magical. However, though, for a dark cigar this dark, it was enjoyable. Normally, when you go this dark, it's like Black Earth, and that's it. So there is a lot of positives. The negatives, too expensive. The negatives is probably going to be gouging, and the negative is if you want traditional Fuente like Anejo or Opus X, those are perfect blends. Like those blends are magical. You're like fuck. This is not magical. However, though, it's black magic. It's like it's really magical for a dark cigar, but not compared to Fuente though. And I think I described it enough. It's going to stay at 4.7, but it's enjoyable though. If
But
you want,
like my question is like Fuente, like okay, let's use Connecticut wrapper, right? Okay, so which line should we give it to, right? Like, should we do like a Connecticut Don Carlos, or should we do Connecticut?
Well, hold on. You're talking about Connecticut Shade, Connecticut Maduro
Whatever
Broadleaf?
is that rapper is,
No, 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 no,
whatever
no.
that
This
rapper
is
they used on that.
Sacco. You have Connecticut Shade, Connecticut Broadleaf Maduro. This is neither. This is Habano,
Okay,
Connecticut.
so okay, my question is,
No, but it's not a
so,
Maduro. I don't think. I think it's
but
like you.
no. Listen, Richie, how did they figure out which line give that? The thought came before before the rapper, or rapper came, the thought came after the rapper. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
that I don't know. What does it say here? Black pink blend of completely different from the original rare pink. So this is a really different thing. It's a Habano seed grown in Connecticut, but it's not listed as
Okay.
a Maduro. When you go with like the Liga T52, that's like a Habano sun grown Connecticut. It's different than Connecticut Brothers Maduro. You understand? Um,
Well, yeah. Also, the the Maduro, they usually use thicker leaf like a Ligero instead of, because in Connecticut they cut the whole thing. They start cut the whole tobacco. They don't do harvest
mhm.
like leaf by leaf. You know.
Well, because they're going to ship the tobacco to the Dominican Republic and they're going to age it the way they want to.
Right. So that then the Seiko stays as a Seiko, and then you have the Ligero. You have all the whole plant basically.
As far as the box is sick. The bands are sick. It's interesting seeing a Fuente this dark. These are positives. The price point, well, this was New York, $32. So Pennsylvania, I don't know the Pennsylvania price point. I can't figure that out. It might be if this was $20 in Pennsylvania, I'll fucking smoke it more often. But if this is like 28, you know what I'm saying? If this was like 18, I'd buy it more often. I'm enjoying it. I don't know what the true Pennsylvania price. Did we get a price point or no? A true price point or no?
True, like MSRP. How much is that? Probably 12,
It, it,
13
what,
bucks. That small one.
what does it
18.
say?
I can't see, dude.
Oh, $14. Okay, bro, we're getting
Yeah.
ripped off. $14. Bro, I'm gonna say this, Sacco. If I was getting this for $14, that's a different story, bro. That changes a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Bro,
of course
hold
it
on.
does.
I got no, but I'm saying is I gotta give it to Fuente for releasing it at $14, bro. Why did I pay 30? Why did they tore my asshole open. $14. Why did I pay
Double over
$32?
double, dude. That's 32 with tax. What? I bet if that
No,
you find
no,
that here in
no,
LA, it'd be
no.
70
With tax,
bucks.
no, with tax is $35.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, that's
so
New York.
I got raped.
Well, I'm telling you, if you find that in Cali in the stores here, it'd probably be 70 bucks.
Okay, look, so that changes everything. If I find these in Pennsylvania for $14, bro, that's cheap. That's
Yeah.
really cheap. Like I like this cigar. Now I told you the things I didn't like. It's different for Fuente. I think it's too dark for Fuente. I don't think this is their. This is not Fuente territory. However, though, it has nice complex sweetness for a dark cigar. And I mean like dark. 85% darkness is like, oof, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? No, it's dark. But like I said, what I say, $32 is too expensive. So at 14 though, if I'm getting this 14, I'd fuck with that though, you know?
Yeah, I don't even know if they sell that shit on 14, man. If they
Well,
sell
bro,
it in 14, they'll probably have a limit to each
bro,
person.
the place in Pennsylvania sells rare pink for $11, $12.
Yeah, but you're in Pennsylvania. And
What
they're
I'm
not even
saying,
flying off the shelf, right?
nobody wants them.
So what do usually people buy in the Pennsylvania store when you're like,
But Padron 1000 series, 2000 series. Um, a lot of Rocky Patel.
yeah,
A
right?
lot,
Perdomo, Rocky Patel, Oliva.
yeah, a lot of LFD. A lot.
Yeah,
Uh, a lot of my father. A good amount of Liga, but Pennsylvania is not like really like a high end, classy, bougie place. So like, they don't give a fuck about like Opus X or like, dude, my place when dude, they had Temple de Oro. It was like I went there. I'm like, holy shit, like bro, like nobody was coming in going, oh my god, dude. If you pulled out a box of Temple de Oro in Long Island, people would be like, yo, Johnny, get here right now. It's a one
Yeah.
cigar limit. Get the fuck over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it to probably $200 each.
Oh, are they Temple de Oro? And they would have sold it in Long Island for $50.
So
So
Temple de Oro, which one is that? It was the 13 one?
yeah, it's Opus X Temple de Oro. Dude, that was a 4.75. Now, what's funny is this one is like too dark and too strong for Fuente, and the Temple de Oro was a little weak for Opus X. However, though, if you held the smoke, it was a great profile. That was a great profile. It was great.
If that's the one, it says 13. I mean, yeah, the one, yeah, yeah. I gotta smoke one. I haven't smoked one of those for a while now.
Paco, I'm an hour in. I still have probably another 15, 20 minutes. This is a slow
Is that
burning
what is
cigar.
that? 47? What size is that?
What is that? 46? I don't know. What is a signature? A signature is not a big cigar.
Yeah, no.
Super long, heavy finish, dark, 85%, dark charred wood, black earth, black pepper, dark coffee, dark fruit, like dark figgy, like that kind of nice fruit, and also raw sugar. The texture though is kind of like kind of oily. It doesn't have a dry feel to it, so I like it. It's different for Fuente. Too expensive in New York, but $14 Pennsylvania, bro, bro. We'll smoke them more with the $14.
Would you buy a box at that price?
No, I didn't buy a box of rare pinks for 11. You know what it is because I'll buy like a 5 pack. You know what I'm saying? No, but I
Yeah.
don't know what happens if I buy
I
a
mean, if
box.
it's always available, then you don't have to. But it's like if they're gonna be gone while they're gone.
Yeah,
Oh shit, PG showed up. I was gonna say PG might like this cigar.
yeah,
The one you're smoking.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I put this on just for PG.
Ah, here we go. Fucking.
There you go, PG. You like
What's
that?
what do you see wrong there? Like, what's wrong with that picture?
I don't know. You can't smoke a cigar without a shirt on. You know?
You might burn yourself.
Yeah, it's no good. Yeah, I'm jealous of a bunch of homosexuals. I don't know, PG. I think you're.
uh, yeah, Richie jealous. He can't wear tongues or speedo. Yeah, speedo.
Yeah, I want to. I want to
Well,
be
like
with a
the
bunch
whole
of
world
guys.
wears a speedo. Like it's only in
What's that?
America people wear shorts.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Like you go to Brazil at the beach. If somebody's like in the shorts, it's probably American.
I've never been jealous of a homosexual. I don't. I never went like I want to get my cheeks clapped tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe PG. I mean, let me know. Do you ever
Yeah.
go to the beach and just want your cheeks clapped? Not me, but you know, this cigar is not PG approved. I don't think PG would like this cigar. It's strong. At this point, it's almost full strength. It's 85% darkness. So long, heavy finish. But I like the complex sweetness with it. I do. But I think it's too much for Fuente. You know what I'm saying? Though I think it's too. The rare pink is strong enough, but it's not super dark. But the rare pink has enough flavor and enough strength, but still have nice complexity and still has that Fuente magic, right? This was too. This was like more than that. So you know, I'm glad they did it though. But this would not be for me a regular usage. But I'm enjoying it. I'd have it a couple times a year for $14. Not for at 32. No.
Yeah, if you can find him at 14, that'd be surprising.
Well, I think Cuba's going to join America soon. They're not going to have a choice.
Well, but
Look,
listen, I mean, if that happens, then you'll never find Cuban cigars. Forget it, because they don't
no,
make enough for US,
no, no,
and
no,
people
no,
gonna be
no.
hoarding.
What? No, I'll tell you what's going to happen. If Cuba opens trade with America, they're going to start selling Cuban tobacco to Padron, Cuban tobacco to Fuente, and they could take a Cuban leaf and put it in the filler, and that's going to be. You don't. We don't need Cuban puros. I just want an Opus X with one Cuban leaf in the filler. That would be unique.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how I
but
want it.
I don't think I still don't think they produce enough for that.
Bro, Sacco, we bring in U.S. money, they'll make Cuba
Unless,
big
yeah,
again.
US start sending them, like fertilizer and all that.
Sacco, we'll make it happen, Sacco. We'll send them some John Deeres. We're gonna
Yeah,
fucking make that shit happen, bro.
plow the land, baby, plow the land.
Sacco. We'll send Nick Perdomo. Nick Perdomo makes the most. Nick Perdomo is very good at cultivating tobacco. Right? Not my favorite blending, but he'll go to Cuba because he's Cuban, bro. They'll make more tobacco, bro.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what's going on, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, Sacco.
It'd be the same. It'd be the same. Who knows? I mean, well, like,
Hold on.
I don't know.
PG saying General Cigar is going to take over Cuba and start spraying the tobacco. The hatred you have for General PG.
Spray the
It,
tobacco.
it,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
to grow more, you gotta make more resilient plants and
Listen,
stuff.
if I could pay Sacco right now to go touch your chocha, would you do it, Sacco?
It depends how much, dude.
500.
Nah. No, if PG says come pick up 500 right now, I probably wouldn't go.
It's
Uh,
it's Sacco. It's Sacco. It's not worth turning on the Bugatti for $500.
no, but yeah. Well, it's got to be enough for so we can split it, afterwards.
Bro, all these soccer. You're like, yo, for $500, would you go to PG's house and touch his chocha? He's like, $500.
uh, uh, you never
Sock,
know, Mo.
Sacco's sitting in his chair. He's like,
Yeah.
we
Um,
can't even rent Sacco for a half hour for $500. He's like, nah.
no, it depends, bro. It depends, like when, where, how. It's not like I'm gonna make $500 by sitting here, but
Sacco, just say no. Just say
but
no.
you're not gonna give me five hundred
Sacco,
dollars. That's like,
Sacco, we can't afford you, and that's okay.
yeah,
Flex,
yeah. I
flex
mean,
up.
if we go to fantasize, bro, fantasize big. Like, promise me 5K, I'll drive right now.
Yeah, 5,000 dimes.
Yeah.
So it's a 4.7. It's still amazing blend because to be this dark and have complexity and sweetness is amazing. However, though, I don't think Fuente should have made this blend. That's my opinion. It almost doesn't kind of make crazy sense here. It's not as beautiful as other Fuentes. It doesn't have that harmonious. And nobody can make a cigar this dark and strong and it be a beautiful, harmonious cigar. However, though, for a dark, strong cigar, it has more beautiful and harmony flavor than other dark, strong cigars. Does that make any sense? So, I mean, I guess I'm glad they did it, but nobody asked for this. But it's worth trying once. It's worth trying once. But
Well,
I'll
but
smoke
look,
it.
a lot of people, like a lot of millions of people, don't have the same palate as you. Some people just don't care. You know, they just want to get the cigar, buy the cigar. Will cigar sell? Of course it will. You know, but have you seen the new electric Ferrari?
No.
Oh, yeah. So that's another. See, that's for the Ferrari lovers. Everybody's like, "Oh, well, what kind of a crap is that?"
Mm.
But for the new generation that have the money and love the technology and all that, for them, that car is for them.
I guess so,
Right?
man. I mean, look, I mean,
I mean, hardcore Ferrari guys not going to buy that car, not going to like that car. But
dude, in the future, we're not going to go anywhere. You're going to be going there in your mind. You know what I'm saying, though?
yeah, after 50 years, you're not going to need a driver's license because
No,
you're not going to
we're
drive.
gonna be in the future. We're gonna be getting AI chocha. You know, you mean
Yeah. Well,
what could I
things
say?
going to drive themselves. I mean, you have to still get from point A to point B. Travel never going to stop.
So, if your car is driving you, can you get a DWI or no?
Yeah. If now, if you're in a self-driving car like a Waymo, you can't. I mean, if unless you do something like bad in there,
So, what if you sit in the back seat and your car's driving you? Are you
you
allowed to?
can. You can. You have to touch the steering wheel. You have to do some stuff like at some point.
Okay, so you can't. You still can't be drunk in a self-driving car if you're driving.
Yeah, if you're behind the wheel, no, because you're
Okay.
the last control.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I see it. Because the moment you touch the wheel, you take it over.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah,
yeah, there is
but here's the
certain
thing,
times you
Taco.
have to.
Yeah, but people use self-driving cars and they take a nap. How is that allowed?
Yeah, but okay, so it's not allowed, but people cheated, and then there is also angles that some people just use their phone. Which when the car detects you using your phone, it won't drive itself. But there is like some angles people use with Tesla and stuff to do their phone while they're driving. I mean, they're sitting there or whatever you call driving, no driving. But yeah, I mean, you still have to pay attention. So those self-driving cars, like in Hollywood, West Hollywood, those don't go in a freeway per se. It's just like local for now. But I'm pretty sure it's well. That's the only, I mean, only thing to the traffic is
Taco,
self-driving
you work
cars.
in insurance, Taco. I just saw Pepsi is using self-driving 18-wheeler trucks. How will you change the insurance for a robot driver? How do you change this? How do you change the insurance?
Well, I haven't came across that yet to insure one of those, but they can be self-insured, and full
Yeah,
of
but
cameras.
isn't it more risky? What if that sensor goes bad or gets dirty?
Well,
And then
there is always like a lot of sensors. It's not just one. There's backup sensors, and if something goes bad, it just stops, or it just yeah. But I mean,
but then
incidents will happen eventually until the technology gets so advanced that it becomes a regular shit.
what I'm
Like,
saying is, bro, it's one thing when a driver has an accident and kills someone. What happens when a robot has an accident and kills someone? Who loses their license? Who goes to jail? Who do you sue?
the company, whoever is responsible.
But you get what I'm saying, though, bro.
Right now, if let's say in a truck you have an accident and somebody dies, right, and then okay, they're not going to take the driver to jail because it's an accident unless drugs or drinking. That's a different story. But or speeding, or doing something. I mean. and the
Of course.
company gets be responsible for it.
Interesting though. You know,
Yeah.
I think though they're going to be more liable if somebody gets killed in a car accident and there's is a robot driver
Well,
directing it.
that's something to begin with, like to put it on the road. Once those cars get on the road, that means it's already like that portion is taken care of with the government because you're on a government road. If no insurance, you can sue the government on the end. Who
All right,
knows?
Sacco, you go to the truck stop. How is the robot driver going to get a hooker, the lot lizard?
Is going to get another self-driving car and hop on it. But look, I mean, those cars, well, they don't need like logbooks. They don't. They can drive 24 hours a day, and they don't. They get tired. They don't need logbooks.
Wait,
Uh,
Sacco, who's going to pump their gas?
well, I mean, that's another thing. But usually those are electric, and once they,
Sacco. Before they leave the truck yard, who checks their
yeah.
tires to make sure it's
Well,
fresh?
nowadays, now is this they just running local. They might start running local until like self-filling gas stations, dude. I mean, why not?
Who's going to unload the truck?
Well, the driver, not necessarily driver unloads the truck. Driver doesn't touch the cargo. The company who, the warehouse, whatever you deliver the goods, they unload it themselves. Driver don't
Okay.
unload them
Now
cars.
let's talk about with thieves. If thieves block the road, they could just unload the truck, And who's they call the is the robot call the police?
Yeah, of course. Well, those are on a chip, and then every single thing is monitored. Like the tire pressure, the brakes, everything is monitored by a computer. I mean,
Well,
so
let's go back to the hookers. How is a robot driver going to get a hooker in Jersey?
well, there is not going to be a robot driver there. It's just robots don't need hookers, bro.
Okay, so the hookers.
Only cleaning service can come in.
Okay, the hookers are going to lose their job.
Yep, yep. That's what they're trying to unionize. Trucking Hookers Union, Local 69. Ay, ay, ay. But
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
Think
it's the
about this, bro.
future.
Sacco, if even half the truck drivers become robots, think about the truck stop. They sell food. They have showers. They sell,
Exactly.
everything, cigarettes, beef jerky, what motels.
Yeah,
They're gonna go out of
yeah. That
business with the
all gonna be
robots.
changed. All gonna be changed.
Oh, Sacco, I'm at 1%. My phone's gonna die. Thank you for coming on. I just at 1%.
Take
I
care,
love you,
guys.
Sacco.
Thanks, Richie.
Thanks for coming on. Everyone have a good night. KB, Caleb, PG, touch my
Guys,
chocha.
GT,
4.7,
PG.
extremely dark for Fuente. I can recommend it. Experimental, one-time use, not easy to love, not box worthy. But at 14, if I find this for $14 in Pennsylvania, we'll try it in different sizes. All right, I'm not paying $32 though. 32 is too much. 14, bro. 14 would have been
But
a
if you
lot
don't
nicer.
have an option, 14, should you pay 32 to try?
One time, okay, but that's it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying though? One time, that's it. But 14, bro, 14 is a lot, big difference, bro. That's a big
That's
fucking
double,
difference.
dude. Yeah, that's double.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Over double.
no, this cost me 35 with tax. 35.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Too much,
$21 over.
bro. I could have put like almost like over half a tank, almost like
Yeah, that's over a six-pack of beer. Yeah, right? Like you can get a normal cigar and a beer. Yalla, Richie Gun. Okay, good night, guys. This is it.